welcome to Scratch Animation. We're going to go over a couple of the key features using Scratch. As you continue through the videos, you're going to be getting started and learning all of the amazing features that are with Scratch. It's easy to use and it's a lot of fun. So here are a couple of tips when you're just getting started using Scratch. So if we're going to start up here on the left-hand side, if you need to change the language, you can use the globe and pick the language of choice. If you would like to save any projects or open projects that you have saved, you can find that in the File section. You can use different modes in the Edit section, find lots of different tips that the Scratch team has already made that's very easy to follow and very useful from when you're working on projects. You can find that in the tips section. And if you want to find out more about the founders of Scratch, the MIT team, you can go ahead and click on this About icon and find out more about the amazing creators of Scratch. If you want to go ahead and duplicate your sprites, you can use the stamp here and it will create a new sprite down here at the bottom. If you would like to delete a character, you can just use the scissors and that will delete. To go ahead and grow and increase your character or shrink your character, you can use that with those two icons. If you ever have any questions, Scratch is so amazing. You can just press this question mark and you can go ahead and put it at the area that you're having difficulties with, and there's a whole bunch of different information that will help you if you're not sure, and different tips that can help you if you're stuck. So very easy to use, very self-paced, amazing, just with the tools that are already here. If we want to go ahead and make this full screen when we're ready to play our image, you can just go ahead and click the full screen icon and you can click it again to bring it back to normal. This green flag is going to be to start your program, and this is the stop sign. This is your sprite. So if you would like a new sprite, you can go ahead and click and choose the different options that Scratch already has, and if you any of the icons, you just click on it twice and it will appear. If you would like to create your own, you would just use the paintbrush and you can go ahead and draw different things and be creative with that. If you're not happy with what you created, you can just right click and delete, and it will delete your character, or even down here as well you can delete, or you can duplicate if you would like another one. So it's very easy to use. If you already have images on your computer, you can go ahead and upload them, or if you have a webcam, you can take a picture and it will bring that character to life on the screen here. To change the background, you can just go to New Stage and New Backdrop, and just like the sprites, you can go ahead and just click on them and it will appear in the background, and you can go ahead and paint your own, upload from your computer, or you can go ahead and use your webcam as well. So the background, you'll notice here, if you have it clicked on the background, the stage, it's going to be the backdrops at the top here in the middle, and this is any editing that you need to be made to any of the backdrops can be done there. If I want to edit my sprite, I would click on my sprite, and then that will then be labeled costumes in the middle. So you can see the difference from my backdrops to my sprites. So when you're editing and making alterations, keep that in mind. Your script is where you create your program. It's all color-coded. We're going to be exploring all of these in our Getting Started segments. You click and drag them over depending on the type of laptop or computer you're working with. Some tap twice, some you just glide over, so it really depends on which computer you're using. And you just click them together and they just snap, and if you want to remove them, you just go ahead and drag them to the left-hand side, or you can right-click and duplicate, right-click and delete. So it's very easy to use. Right now I have a quick program that says when the green flag is clicked, move 10 steps, which is 10 pixels. So every time I click the green flag, it's going to move 10 pixels, and you can just click and drag and move them wherever it needs to go. Costumes, like I said before, you can go ahead and edit. Sounds, if you want to record your own sound or upload sounds from your computer, you can do this here. Or you would like to pick an already recorded sound from scratch, you can go ahead and explore all of the different sounds. They're labeled very nicely. And when you find the sound that you're wanting, you just click on it twice and it will appear in your sound section. And when you go to scripts, it will then appear in the sound as well. And if you need a different sound, you can just click down on the arrow, and whichever ones you have clicked for the sound part here will appear there. So it's very easy to use, very nicely color coded. As we go through the getting started videos, we're going to explore many of these different programs and learn how to use Scratch and create our animations. So the best thing to do right now is to go ahead, explore, try editing and creating your own sprites and picking different backgrounds so that you become more comfortable using Scratch. Remember to use the tips. If you're having any difficulties, you can put the question mark and click and drag, and it will give you a deeper explanation. So go ahead, begin exploring, and then start the Get Started videos and begin making your programs.